Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Zeke and welcome to the Dream Green Show. If you're looking to make some passive income in 2021, you're in the right place. Yes, I'm going to show you guys 6 stocks that's going to generate you passive income. That means that in your sleep, you're going to make money every single month from these companies, and that's going to get deposited straight into your account by you doing absolutely nothing at all. That is passive income. Some of these you gotta invest and you gotta watch it and you gotta trade it and you gotta keep up with the track of this company. But these companies that pay these sweet dividends is gonna pay you every month or every quarter. So these stocks I'm gonna give you are stocks that I have in my portfolio, so I know exactly how they work. And if they're inside of my portfolio and my portfolio has been killing it this year, then I must be doing something right. So when I say passive income and dividends, so dividends is when a company sends back their shareholders money every single month, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually to their investors because they have set a dividend yield amount to attract investors in order to invest inside the company. And since you're investing inside the company, they're going to send you money back just from investing into that company. And when they send you money back, and you know what you could do with that money? You could take that money, reinvest it back into that company so you could get paid more dividends the next month. That is called the snowball effects. The snowball effects, whew, man, when I tell you the snowball effect start off very small, man, hey, the snowball effect started off so small that I was about to give up on it. But now I'm actually seeing the snowball effect takes place. And now my snowball effect is around the size of a golf ball. But at the end of the year, it should be around the size of a basketball, and I'm gonna keep that thing rolling. So right now I'm bringing in about $50 a month, but there are people generating $500, $5,000, $10,000 every single month from dividends, but you got to start somewhere. And I'm around like $50 a month, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do that with these top 6 stocks that I'm going to give you guys. Now, before we get started, some of these stocks are real estate REITs. REITs is real estate companies that have to pay back 90% of their profits back to their shareholders. So REITs usually have a higher dividend yields than normal growth stock companies. Some of these companies are dividend aristocrats. Dividend aristocrats are companies that have increased their dividend yield over the last 25 years and are inside the S&P 500. And the last companies that I'm going to give you guys is Dividend Kings. These are companies that are inside the S&P 500 that have increased their dividend yield over the last 50 years. Yes, 50 years. So these companies are super safe. You know that you're going to get paid every single month or every single quarter for the last 50 years, and they raised it the last 50 years. Now that is growth right there, and that's completely passive income, the easiest way to make money. But before I give you these top 6 stocks, click the link down in the description and sign up for Webull. Right now, if you sign up for Webull and deposit $100, you can receive 4 free stocks. With those 4 free stocks, you could keep them inside of the platform and decide to use it, or you could sell those 4 free stocks and withdraw all of your money. It's literally free money. So don't miss out on this opportunity by clicking the link down in the description. And if you want some more free money and want to make some Bitcoin is around $26,000 at the recording of this video. I left a link down in the description. Coinbase, that is by far the easiest way to buy and sell cryptocurrency. You could do it from an app on your phone, or you could just use your desktop if you want to do it that way. Deposit $100, you'll get $10 worth of free Bitcoin in your account just by doing that. All of those links are down in the description. But enough talking, let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. Welcome back, dreamers. Here we are on my Robinhood account. My account is at $42,836.17. On the year, I had a pretty solid year, up 28.52%, $9,505.44. With that, that's not calculated all of my dividends in. I think over this year, with me starting to really learn about all my dividends, I should be coming up around $500 this year on dividends. But let me go ahead and show you guys 6 companies that's going to generate you passive income this year and exactly how much. So the first company is PEY. It's at $17.17. It's a power share high yield dividend ETF. Right now, I own 78 shares. I'm up 12.42%, up $147. But What I love about PEY, now a lot of people like to invest into SPHD, but I did an analytical video over PEY versus SPHD on a couple of videos ago that I'm probably gonna leave tagged right here. But PEY outperformed SPHD by far, and we're still getting it for a steal now that it's still below the pre-pandemic price. We're still getting it for a steal. But the great thing about PEY is that they pay every single month, and they have a sweet dividend yield of 4.33%. Anything over 2% is a good dividend yield, but they have a 4.33% dividend yield. That means that what you have invested, you'll get 4.33% worth of that, and they pay out every single month. This is a monthly paying dividend stock, and that is PEY. The next one is ticker symbol O, Realty Income. So let's pull that one up. Here we are on ticker symbol O. On the year, they are still down. Great company. This is known as the monthly dividend stock, Realty Income. If you ask anyone out there, they're gonna say this is the monthly dividend stock, and this is also a real estate REIT, Realty Income. Now they are known for having a sweet dividend yield. They have a 4.55% dividend yield, and they also pay out their dividends every single month. And now that the real estate market is starting to pick back up again, but they invest into commercial real estate, not much as home real estate. They invest into commercial real estate. That's why they're able to meet their goals every single quarter. And now that's gonna push us over to our next stock, AT&T, which is AT&T, ticker symbol T, right now at $28.59. Everyone loves AT&T because of their dividend yield. They have a dividend yield of 7.25%. That is almost double of those other company dividend yields, but with 7.25%, it's estimated that you only need around $1.8 million worth invested into AT&T in order to receive $60,000 to $75,000 every single year and retire just from owning AT&T stocks and receive these dividends. Now these dividends from AT&T is paid out quarterly. That means every 3 months you'll get paid out 4 times a year. And when you get paid out quarterly, they pay it out every single quarter, and you're not gonna miss a dime. And if this company value go up, or if this company value goes down, they're still gonna have the same dividend yield, and you guys are gonna continue to make the exact same amount of passive income, unless they decide to cut their dividend yield or not raise it. And with that being said, of them raising or cutting their dividends, I don't think AT&T will cut their dividends. They might not just raise them. I think I seen earlier that this is the first year AT&T did not raise their dividends. That's cool. As long as it stays above 7%, I'm fine with that. But that's gonna move us over to our next stock, which is gonna be our first Dividend King, and that is 3M. So let's go over to 3M, ticker symbol MMM. 3M, of course, you guys know 3M makes everything there is out there, and they make the N95 mask that you need in order to protect yourself when you go outside. They are the company that makes that. They also make everything there is out there. So if we scroll down, 3M has increased their dividend yield over the last 62 years. So for 62 years straight, I'm not even 62 years old, but for the last 62 years, they have increased their dividend every single year for the last 62 years, and they are inside the S&P 500, and they have a dividend yield of 3.37%. This company, if you have millions of dollars invested into this, you'll know that they're not going to end up cutting their dividends. If they went through a recession, a depression, a pandemic, and they still didn't cut their dividends, this is a pretty solid company that you know is going to be around for a very, very, very long time. So if you're investing into this company that has a 3.37 dividend yield, that you're pretty almost sure that they're going to increase their dividends next year, they are doing something right, and you guys are going to see that snowball effect start to take place, especially investing into great companies like 3M. The next one you guys are all going to know, which is Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. I invested in Coca-Cola because I like drinking Coca-Cola. I'm a firm believer of investing into companies that you actually use. But Coca-Cola, I own 4 shares, I'm up 2%, but they have a dividend yield of 3.07%, and they have increased their dividends over the last 58 years. So they are also Dividend Kings, and they're probably, most likely, they're gonna increase their dividends the following year after this. to remain Dividend Kings, because being a Dividend King, being inside the S&P 500 is so attractive to investors that they want to stay among the elitists of dividend stocks, and Coca-Cola is one of those. It's going to generate you nice passive income in 2021. And the last one I'm going to show you is a little risky now, but it has been making me so much money. AGNC. This is a real estate REIT as well, but they have a dividend yield of 10. This is the first double-digit dividend stock at 10.79%, which is insane. I am up $138.98, up 9.59%. This one pays out every single month. Every single month I get paid from AGNC, and it starts to add up very fast that I'm able to, when I get payments and dividends from AGNC, it's enough to buy an extra stock from them, and I'm going to continue to do that and let that snowball effect take place. So that is my risky stock, because it's risky because it has a high dividend. When they're paying out their investors 10% of their profits, then they don't have much more money to grow their company. So that's why they say it's risky, because it has such a high dividend yield. But that is AGNC. All right, so when I say the snowball effect, here we are on trackyourdividends.com. Let's say we started off with $40,000 right there. Monthly contributions, I invest $200 every single week, so that's $800 a month. Let's use AT&T, ticker symbol T, with a 7% dividend yield. Growth rate, let's just say that they grow it by 0.5% a year, 0.5% a year. And the annual share price, now stocks usually go up 6% every single year, but let's just say AT&T doesn't perform too well over the next 30 years and only increase their price growth by 3%. And for the number of years, let's say over the next 30 years. All right, let's change, before we hit calculate return, let's change dividend growth rate to 0.05. Let's just say it doesn't really raise their dividends at all. And hit calculate return. Scroll down. All right, here we go. This year dividend yield, total dividends, and total value. At year 10, we'll be making $16,000 a year in dividends with a $243,000 account. By year 20, we'll be making $53,000 a year with an $813,000 account. And by year 30, we'll be making $154,000 with a $2.3 million account. Now that's the snowball effect that I was telling you guys about, is that yes, at first you're gonna start off very small, but if you continue to reinvest all of your dividends back into these companies, you're gonna be making over 6 figures every single year in passive income by doing absolutely nothing. And there you go, guys. That is my top 6 dividend stocks. Let me know down in the comment section which dividend stock are you probably going to add to your portfolio. Or if I missed your favorite dividend stock, add that down in the comment section. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos, and keep track of my dividend portfolio in the year 2021. But other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.